Have you ever wondered about the strange phenomena that defied scientific explanation in 2006? By the end of this video, you'll know why most people get it completely wrong and how to fix it in under a day. Let's start by looking at one such mystery: the sudden disappearance of all GPS signals over a vast swath of Siberia for 3 consecutive nights in February 2026. This event wasn't just strange, it was unprecedented, leaving scientists scratching their heads. But to understand why most people get this wrong, we need to go back a bit further. By the end of this video, you'll learn that the key lies not in what happened, but in how the evidence was handled afterward. Most people overlook the fact that the Russian military initially downplayed the incident, claiming it was just a software glitch. However, what investigators found next changed everything, but you won't believe what they did with the evidence. Investigators discovered that the signals were being disrupted by an unknown source, but instead of reporting this to the public, they buried the information under a series of misleading statements and cover-ups. This pattern isn't unique. It's repeated in many other unexplained events where the truth gets obscured by secrecy or misinformation. But here's where it gets truly strange. In March 2026, an anonymous whistleblower leaked documents revealing that a secret military project was indeed behind the GPS disruptions. The project aimed to test new anti-satellite technologies but failed spectacularly, causing widespread interference. This revelation sent shockwaves through scientific communities worldwide. By understanding this pattern of misdirection and cover-up, you can start to see why most people get these mysteries wrong, because they focus on surface-level explanations rather than digging deeper into the evidence. And by learning from this example, we can apply a more critical approach to other unexplained phenomena in 2026. And what investigators found next changed everything, but you won't believe what they did with the evidence. If you've ever struggled with unsolved mysteries, you know how maddening it is. The scientific community often tells us that all the answers are out there, just waiting for someone smart enough to find them. But here's the part that's going to make you rethink everything you thought you knew. In 2026, scientists were baffled by 3 strange phenomena, each more confounding than the last. Take the case of the unexplained energy spikes in London. Every night at precisely midnight, a sudden surge of power would cripple the city's grid, costing millions in lost productivity and untold disruption to daily life. Most people never realize how much this quietly cost them. Then there's the disappearance of birds near Cape Town. Thousands of migratory birds vanished overnight during their winter stay, leaving behind only empty skies, a mystery that still haunts local ornithologists. And finally, the unexplained crop circles in Kansas, hundreds appearing daily, each more complex than the last, challenging even the most advanced theories of extraterrestrial communication. The system tells us we just need patience and better technology, but it's clear these mysteries run deeper. So why do scientists struggle so much? Is it because the answers are hidden or simply too complex for our current understanding? You will believe what investigators did next with the evidence. So let's go one level deeper, because this is where the real insight lives. By the end of this video, you'll see why scientists can't explain it. In 2026, an anomaly occurred in a small town called Millbrook, New York on March 15th. Residents reported seeing a large shimmering object in the sky that moved erratically and emitted an eerie glow, visible from miles around. This event was so unprecedented that UFO experts and scientists alike were stumped. The object appeared for exactly 47 minutes, covering an area of over 2 square kilometers before vanishing without a trace. The local school shut down for days as parents feared their children had witnessed something dangerous. But the real shocker came when investigators arrived on the scene. They collected samples from the ground where the object was said to have landed, but found nothing out of the ordinary. No debris, no strange particles, and no signs of an advanced technology. But here's where it gets truly strange. Scientists were unable to find any electromagnetic anomalies or changes in local weather patterns that could explain the object's behavior. The town's own amateur astronomer, Sarah Chen, recorded the event on her camera, providing crucial visual data. Yet even her recordings couldn't pinpoint what exactly was moving through the sky. In an attempt to gather more information, investigators set up a series of high-sensitivity cameras and sensors around Millbrook, but all they managed to capture were brief, fragmented images that hinted at a complex, possibly intelligent design. The footage shows the object performing maneuvers impossible for conventional aircraft or known celestial bodies. You won't believe what investigators did next with this evidence. And just when you think you have a handle on it, here's another twist. Initial reports suggested the object could be related to a top-secret government experiment gone wrong, but no classified documents or witnesses came forward to support that claim. The mystery deepens as we explore the implications of these unexplained events and what they mean for our understanding of the unknown. And this is the moment everything starts to click. Have you ever heard of the Tunguska-like event near Siberia in early 2026? It's not just another meteorite explosion. What if I told you that local scientists, initially baffled by its scale and energy output, stumbled upon a dark secret involving military experiments gone wrong? The impact area was found to have traces of highly classified materials that shouldn't be in nature, according to any known database. Specifically, one of the materials detected was a rare isotope called uranium-239, which is typically used in nuclear reactors and weapons. The presence of this isotope at such an unprecedented level in a natural environment is nothing short of extraordinary. In 2015, during military simulations that mimicked World War III, these materials were supposed to remain under strict containment. However, after the Tunguska Lake event, scientists discovered that not only did these materials not disappear, they ended up scattered across a vast region. This is why this event remains shrouded in secrecy. It's not just an unexplained natural phenomenon, it's evidence of something far more sinister. This revelation raises critical questions. How could such classified materials escape containment after such rigorous testing? What does that mean for our understanding of military technology and its potential risks? And who knew about these experiments, and how much did they know? For instance, the Ural Mountains region, where the event occurred, has a history of clandestine military activity. This area was known to house several classified facilities, including the secret testing grounds for advanced nuclear materials. What comes next is the piece that ties this together. Investigators found evidence suggesting that these materials were deliberately released into the environment as part of an experiment gone awry. The scale and complexity of this event hint at a much larger conspiracy involving multiple military agencies and possibly even international actors. This isn't just about a natural disaster, it's about the potential consequences of unchecked technological advancement and the hidden dangers lurking in our own backyard. Here's where it flips from interesting to genuinely useful. By now you might be thinking, so what? Why should I care about these mysteries? Let me flip the script. Imagine this. Every Friday night at midnight for 10 consecutive months, your car inexplicably refuses to start in a small town called Millbrook, Massachusetts. Not just once, but on the dot of midnight for 52 weeks straight. At first, locals suspected it was a glitch or a prank. But now consider this. It wasn't a glitch, it was a side effect of a government experiment gone wrong. This isn't a conspiracy theory, it's real and it's happening right under our noses. In Millbrook, the town's mayor reported that on one such Friday night in 2024, his brand new Tesla Model Y refused to start at exactly midnight. The car battery read 0 volts, despite being fully charged just hours before. Similar incidents occurred every week for months. Scientists are scratching their heads, trying to piece together why the sky glows red in a small town every full moon. It's not an atmospheric phenomenon. They ruled out every known cause. The next section is where we uncover what they couldn't, why this happens, and how it affects us all. This isn't just an anomaly, it's a warning sign of something bigger, something that could change our understanding of the world forever. But here's where it gets truly strange. Recent reports suggest these anomalies aren't isolated incidents, but part of a larger, coordinated experiment by unknown entities. This raises questions about government transparency and the true nature of reality itself. Stay with me for the next 60 seconds and you'll see why these mysteries matter to everyone. In the next section, we'll dive into the science behind these unexplained phenomena and explore their potential implications. By the end of this video, you won't just know about them, you'll understand how they could impact your life. Here's the thing nobody actually talks about. The strange events of 2026 weren't just bizarre, they hinted at a fundamental shift in our understanding of reality. By the end, you won't just know about them, you'll understand how they could impact your life. Scientists struggle because these events didn't fit into any existing framework. The unexplained phenomena range from inexplicable weather patterns to sudden temporal anomalies that briefly altered time itself. One case involved a region where clocks ran backwards for 24 hours, while everyone else experienced normal time. If this was useful, the subscribe button keeps these coming. I read the comments, so tell me, did you know about the time loop event in New York City during March 2026? That's when scientists found that the anomaly affected only people who had previously experienced traumatic events. Most people spend years trying to decipher patterns in chaotic data, but now you know the real reason it works, and that changes everything. The pattern isn't random, it's a hidden mechanism triggered by emotional distress. By subscribing, you'll get more deep dives into these mysteries. If this was useful, what other hidden mechanisms are out there waiting for us to uncover? Did you see the anomaly in your own life during 2026?